What's going on, guys, and welcome to episode 4 of the Chelsea Chat. In this episode, we preview the Leicester City game and talk about the big story that hit social media last night, Diego Costa. As always, guys, we kick off the episode by talking about the match itself. Leicester versus Chelsea kicks off at 5:30 today, live on BT Sport if you're looking to watch it. Now, the biggest talking point of today's game is obviously Diego Costa. If you guys haven't known, reports have been circling around the whole of social media last night, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, saying that Costa has been unsettled by a massive bid coming from China. I think reports that he'll be earning 575,000 a week if he does go out there. And I've heard 3 price tags that have been rumoured for Diego. It's 30 million, 85 and 50. To be honest, if we were offered 85 million, he's our second best player, but I would take it. I'd probably take 85 million in a heartbeat, really, because he's not on the right side of 20 for a footballer, for an outfield player anyway. And if he went off to China, we'd get a lot of money for him. And even if he didn't like the lifestyle there, we'd probably be first dibs on taking him back anyway. So we could see some positives out of 85 million. And there's also been reports that we're looking at Morata as well. So he could be a replacement. Anyway, let's kind of leave that for now and get into the match. Costa's obviously out. Another player that is out is also JT after his sending off last week against Peterborough. I'm guessing his appeal either hasn't gone through yet, or he hasn't just didn't bother appealing in the end. Because of this, I think Ake will take Terry's place on the bench. Get him into the squad. Get him. It's not even maybe he won't get on, but it's kind of getting the squad experience, being around the first team players and seeing what it's like to work under Antonio Conte on a match day. And I'd love to see him get on, but today I don't think it's his day. But I do remember saying in the paper maybe last week or this week that Conte was looking to upgrade on Moses and Alonso. And I think Ake's an upgrade on Alonso, so maybe he could. He won't shift in today, maybe he'll shift in the next week. Now we have on to Leicester. Leicester City have the worst start a champion has made since us last year, and Leicester are currently 13th or 14th, and they're just really not up to standard as they were last year. As in last year, they were rip-roaring teams apart. They beat us at the King Power. They beat Liverpool at the King Power. They drew with Man United both times. I think the only team they lost to was Arsenal, and that was twice, the Emirates, and at the King Power 5-2, I think. So Leicester have fallen from the heavy heights down to 14th, where, all honesty, I don't think that's where they rightfully sit. I thought they might finish 6th or 7th this year, but they're doing a lot worse than I thought. And that misery could be compounded today with the likes of Islam Samani, Riyad Mahrez and Daniel Amati, who are all off at the African Nations Cup with their respective national teams. Islam Samani and Mahrez are all off with Algeria. Amati, I am not too sure. To be honest, I have no idea who he plays for. But yeah, he's there as well. I think the African Cup of Nations is taking place in Guinea this year. It seems to be taking place in Guinea a lot this year, if I'm right. Now, the last 2 results between the two sides were this season. Chelsea beat Leicester 4-2 in the League Cup after going from 2-0 down. Fabregas scored 2 lovely goals in that game. And we also beat them 3-0 at Stamford Bridge. Leicester were not up to scratch whatsoever. I think they did have a Champions League game the next coming Tuesday or Wednesday, so they didn't play their full strength squad like they have done all season when they have upcoming Champions League games. So I think this game will be different. As you guys remember, Leicester did beat Man City 4-2 this year, and that was when the Man City played a back 3 system. But Conte has played this back 3 system most of his time at Juve and with the Italian national team. Guardiola is kind of a new thing for him, so I think we'll be more ready for it, for the whole Vardy thing, because Vardy just destroyed Man City at the start of the season, and I think we'll be more ready to cope with Vardy. And with out the likes of Mahrez and Islamani and Amati, I think we do go into the game favourites. I think we would have gone into favourites by 4. Obviously with Costa being out, I think that might change with the bookies or whoever. Also with Costa being out, will Michy Batshuayi get a start? That's the question I'd like to know. Because obviously when we played Stoke, was it Stoke or Bournemouth? I can't remember who, but no, it was definitely Bournemouth because I saw Costa scored against Stoke. Conte went with Pedro, Willian, and Hazard instead of going with Michy Batshuayi, Willian or Pedro and Hazard, and I think that was a bit of a stupid mistake. Michy Batshuayi did tweet something today about his time's about to come, and maybe he was told he was getting a start today. So I wouldn't say he wasn't getting a start, but we're seeing that tweet. I think he possibly is getting a start. Might have been told last night that he's starting. So I'd love to see Batshuayi start today. My prediction for today, I'm gonna go for this is actually a tough one because I think Leicester could surprise a few in this game, but I also think we might have too much for them. So I'm gonna go for a 2-0 win for Chelsea with Hazard and Michy Batshuayi to score. Now, before we sign off on this episode, I'm going to just, dive into Diego Costa's whole situation a bit more. Now, there's been tons and tons of reports. I've literally, I was playing football last night and I got home and I got a message from my friend saying there's been a whole bust up with Antonio Conte. He's been left out of the squad. He hasn't even travelled up to Leicester, and there's been loads of reports about it. Jim White tweeted out last night that there was an offer from a Chinese club. I already said it in the video that it was Shenzhen. I don't think he tweeted it. But I know I said this earlier on, but there's been absolutely tons and tons of other different segments of rumours that have been going on. There's like the injury segment, there's the unsettled segment, and then there's the whole different amounts of money that's been offered to Chelsea. The definite that I've got, that I've been consistent throughout all the tweets and all the rumours I've looked at, is Costa's definitely been offered 575,000, and it's definitely Shenzhen that are in for him. And the other part I'm not too sure about is the bust up with Antonio Conte, the supposed back injury, and the unsettlement. I could get why you could be unsettled by so much money, because it's a big ask. Because I'm gonna take Axel admittedly opened, right, that he was going to China for the money. And, with a young family that Costa has, I think he has a young boy or girl, that it's a lot of money not to turn down. But especially at the age Costa is, I think he'd be mad, going for it. Because in 2 or 3 years' time, when he's about 30 years old, he could probably still get that 575,000 a week in China because he's a big profile player. So I don't know. I don't see the harm about staying with Chelsea. I don't know what is unsettling him about this. Okay, yeah, I do. The money is unsettling him about going to China. But I think Chelsea are top of the table. We're into the next round of the FA Cup, and I think we have so much to offer him. We can offer him Champions League football hopefully next season if we finish in the top 4, and hopefully we can give him a Premier League title this year. As in, I don't know what he wants to do in China, because in China, the standard is lower than the Premier League as well. Now, the back pain might be a thing, because I do remember Costa having back pain previously, and the bust-up might be a thing. But I can't see that either. The bust-up, especially the bust-up. Because you see the way Costa and Conte got on. They get on so well with each other, and I just think it's highly unlikely that it could be something like that. And the whole money situation, the offers I've heard have been 30 million, 50 million, and 85 million. I wouldn't accept 30. I probably wouldn't accept 50 either. 85, I probably would accept. I 100% would accept that 85 million. And because it's a lot of money for a player that's 28 or 27 and is heading towards his 30s and is kind of winding down time for, say, a footballer in playing an outfield position and playing the way Costa does, such an aggressive manner. And I think if we cash in on 85 million, we could possibly bring in someone like Morata, Cavani, Benzema, Higuain. Well, Higuain's just gone to Juve, so he probably wouldn't go. But these are still top quality strikers. And Cavani has been PSG's main goal threat this season. Morata is in there as well. Benzema's ahead of him, so he could be a target we could get. So there's a lot of possibilities for Chelsea if all this has to be settled that way. But I really do hope Costa stays at least till the end of the season if he really wants to go for the money and win the title with Chelsea. That's it for this week's episode, guys. Please give the video a like, share it around on your social media, and remember, subscribe.